Everyone, welcome to Zoologist Network. Now tonight is a special night because yes, it's a Saturday night, but here it's a fart night. Friday, Amphibians and Reptiles tonight. So this is just for you. Let's start with what reptiles are. Reptiles are cold and shivery to you, and slimy to you. No, not at all. They're actually pretty cool animals. That's why I'm having this episode today. Now, the thing you need to know about reptiles. Reptiles are also scaly, which means they have scales, and they're cold-blooded. Now, without further ado, let's begin with the snakes. Snakes. Some are arboreal, some are terrestrial. Now, and one of the only reptiles without legs. Now before I begin further, some snakes are venomous, some snakes are non-venomous.
What is the difference?
Venomous, and then they're not poisonous, they're venomous. Venomous means it's if it bites you. Yeah. And the other one, poisonous. When you eat it or touch it, you die. Now, here's another thing. Have you ever heard of milking cows? Brrr. You can milk snakes too, but they're not actual milk, like moo. They're just, you squeeze it and you squeeze the venom, take the venom out of the snake.
What you doing?
Okay,
Hey, Jazzy.
Death Adder. Xavier, my bodyguard's back, Z, on camera.
Peace.
And then his cousin's here, Xavier. Now,
Subscribe and like to his videos. Zay.
Okay, show me what's the first snake they have in there? Okay. Okay, I got it.
I got it.
Oh, okay.
Everyone, he has got it.
Okay, and the snake. Another thing about snakes is, the Death Adder. Let's start. We're gonna start with the Death Adder. That's the Death Adder. Did you know it's a viper? Actually, it's Australian. Now, they use venomous snakes. Venomous snakes use fangs to just they just stick it into the predator, stick it into the victim, and they suck on, then they eject, and then they're done. Now, at night, the bush viper, waggles its tail like a worm. It looks like a worm, doesn't it? Does it look like a worm to you? I think so.
No.
It looks a little bit like a worm.
Small.
The tail, though. So, this is the one you have to be careful. It's a viper. It's a viper. It's also known as the puff adder is called the viper. Okay, next.
Death adders to hunt camouflage themselves in leaves or bushes to catch their mice, as I showed you on these little sentences here and here. And that explains how the Death Adder catches its prey. Next snake.
Next snake is
The cottonmouth snake. This snake is featured at the LA Zoo, as you can see. All right.
He's taking over, Mike. He's taking over. He's taking over the cottonmouth. the cottonmouth is the type of, is also a viper, but it goes in water. See?
Then you gotta watch Ben.
See these boys kayaking. Yeah, ha, 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 ha. They're in Florida, right? And then next thing you know,
These are the little captions. 1,
What's the name of that snake?
number 2, and number 3 are the captions of how explaining. As you can see in this picture, not a very smart idea for the guy to put in his hand.
he's putting his hand in the water. That's
Well,
right.
you can see possibly a cottonmouth right there.
Oh, yeah. That's why you don't want to mess with the viper. Okay, now next one is the bush viper. We're all talking about vipers.
On to the Costa Rican bush viper.
This kid knows a lot about snakes. My bodyguard knows a lot about snakes. Okay, so see, it's arboreal, which means they live in trees. Look at it. Look, see this. See how its tongue's out? The reason why is because
Those are all different colored bush vipers, as you can see here. Most commonly known one is the green or the blue. The rarest one of all is the red one. As you can see, those are the fangs on the bush viper. And the bush viper is actually poisonous and not venomous.
Wait, it's poisonous?
Yes.
I'm learning something new. If you touch it,
Like Komodo dragons.
no, Komodo dragons are venomous.
They're poisonous.
We'll talk about Komodo dragons later. Now, tongues. The reason why they have tongues is because they smell. That's what they use to smell. A lot of reptiles do that. Snakes and lizards do that. Now, snakes. Did you know? Put the camera back on me. Now, the snakes don't close their eyelids. Can't close their eyes. They don't blink. They keep their eyes open forever. Now for the puff adder.
The puff adder, as you can see right here, very small snake. But every 10 or so weeks, as you can see here, a fang falls out. A replacement grows behind the functioning fang.
Like a great white shark. I'm the host of this show, and I'm the host, and I'm learning stuff.
That is what you call a puff adder. Huge mouth.
I've learned. See how small it is? It's almost as big as your hand.
Small as your hand.
Almost as small as your hand.
The puff adder is found throughout South Africa. All right.
We don't have to talk about that one in space, or we'll talk about it. It's the rhinoceros viper.
Multicolored. Actually, quite weird. Okay.
It's called the rhinoceros viper because of its horns.
As you can see.
As you can see. Now, on a trip to the jungle, a man spots an intriguingly colored snake coiled among the leaf litter. Then he pokes his stick at it. What do you suppose happens? Big mistake. He launches an attack, hurling its body forward, and it easily bridges the gap. And the tormentor has time to blink before the snake buries his venomous flame.
Now on to the non-venomous and poisonous boa constrictor.
A boa constrictor.
That can swallow a whole pig.
The boa constrictor is just a scientific name. Did you know?
What?
Yep, I said it. The boa constrictor is just its scientific name. It's really called the red-tailed boa. Now, here's why it's called the boa constrictor. Each time, oh my God, it stinks. Ah! Every time the boa.
That part sounded like Uncle Stan coming out of the womb.
Coming out of the what?
The womb.
That's right. That's true. I don't even know. Dude.
Don't take a
Far too much.
Yeah, man.
This is what the episode's called, so. No! I can't handle this. No, anyways. The boa bites down on the prey. Oh, no. He's gonna fart in. The boa moves inside in the lower jaw. It chokes him first.
That's why it's called the boa constrictor.
And then it can open its mouth as big as Uncle Stan. And then look what happens. That's Uncle Stan in his tummy. Now, the mangrove snake.
Which is actually not poisonous, it's venomous because the mangrove snake does not have any fangs.
Wait, it doesn't have veins. It doesn't have fangs.
Nope.
Now, it's just because it's beautiful. Isn't it beautiful? Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, amazing. That doesn't mean it can't be venomous. Now remember.
What's that word that you said where it hides in trees?
No, it doesn't hide in trees.
Lives in trees.
It lives in trees. It's arboreal.
Arboreal, got it.
Now, see these boys, dude. The mangrove things are lolling a bare branch above the water of a mangrove creek. Look what it is. And
it's creeping up.
Intent on the cracks between the trees. The two don't notice the reptile. But it grabs the snake's branch, and what do you suppose happens?
That.
He grabbed the snake's
He grabs the snake's tail and tries to fling the animal overboard, but the angry serpent whips around and clams its jaws over the child's arm, pumping venom deep into his tender flesh.
Look at his face, though.
Bro, he looks like, oh, city boy.
And look at the snake's face, though.
He's like, I love it. All right, here we go. And now on to the fur-de-lance, which is poisonous, not venomous, because it doesn't have heat.
And their venom. Oh no, not again!
Oh, it's sticky.
This is the worst one. Besides, like when Uncle Darwin came. Bro.
Man, it's called
Look at Zed. Look at that kid. Okay, keep going.
See, now the fur-de-lance. Large venom. Oh no, I can't read. Fur-de-lance. It has venom glands behind their eyes this time.
And where does the fur-de-lance come from?
South America.
South America.
Now, see this kid. See this dude.
But
There's two this time.
But the fur-de-lance originated in France, but traveled into Mexico, parts of Mexico, and a big portion of.
See, a fisherman ventures on the island to pick bananas. He's picking bananas, right? He wanders through a golden lance head, strikes his ankle. Panicking, the man stumbles back in the boat, suffering several more bites. And then what do you suppose happened?
Bye-bye.
Yeah, that's right.
See you later, Principal Brown.
That's a jumping viper.
Jumping vipers have incredible jumping ability, and they're smaller than your hand. It's like the puff adder, but two times bigger.
Yes. Now see this guy. Now see this guy. The farmer's moving cattle to the dry forests of Central America, and then this happens. Jumps in the air.
Is that your phone?
Yay! I'm happy.
Go get it, dude. I'm not calling you. I'm calling Nana.
Can somebody? Okay. Now the eyelash viper. It's obvious. See?
Them eyelashes, though.
Yes. Now, it's called. That's why it looks like a menacing appearance.
Are you asleep?
looks like
What time is it there?
looks a little happy and mad at the same time. Now
Oh, sorry.
he's walking through a shady path, right? Yeah, it's in South America. This is a beautiful snake, by the way.
It's mostly found in Mexico and a portion of South
Oh,
America.
how is it?
At the Mexico. Then his head brushes over the reptile, and then
Guess what happens? Right on his neck. Now, the district horn viper is so camouflaged and is poisonous. As you can see, those fangs are about 2-3 inches long. About almost as long as my finger. Longer than my pinky finger.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Look how big it is as comparison to your hand.
It's probably 3 times bigger than a puff adder, but only a time bigger than the jumping viper.
Okay, on a moonlit night, this boy is walking on the sand, and then this happens out of nowhere. That's how good they are at camouflage.
And they live in parts of North Africa, Morocco, and Egypt, Jordan, Iraq, Sudan, Arabia, and Kuwait.
That's Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia. Now the green tree python, not venomous, not poisonous.
Neither.
Neither.
And the green tree python
Is an arboreal.
is also arboreal, as obviously, because it's in the name, green tree python. It's called that because it's green.
Green G.
We all know what it does. It chokes. Now it's a certain family of python, certain family of constrictors. It's called constrictors, boa constrictors, pythons, and anacondas. Really, not on YouTube. Golden sea snake, sea boa, rattlesnake.
Okay. These are found in Northern California, the Gulf of Mexico, Texas, northeastern Mexico, several small islands on the Gulf of California, and yeah.
Yeah. Now, here's a rattlesnake. We all know because of its rattle. Sounds like a rattle.
Here's the problem. This book does not show a clear picture of the rattlesnake. This is not what they look like.
No, it's not the. No, it's actually the Easter diamond. It gives you a warning. It gives you the rattle. They also use it to talk to